Since December, Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Kleefisch and Department of Revenue Secretary Rick Chandler have been traveling the state holding tax reform roundtables with local taxpayers and small business owners in an attempt to find out the best way to reduce the tax burden in Wisconsin. The Lieutenant Governor spoke with the MacIver Institute after the most recent roundtable in Pewaukee. Kleefisch said she has been hearing a consistent theme from every part of the state she has traveled. Wisconsinites believe they just simply pay too much in taxes.
There are several key takeaways that you can take away just from being at this one, and I can assure you have been commonalities across the state. Taxes are too darn high. Every single one of these tax reform roundtables has identified that as the key issue. But we knew that. That's why we're doing that. That's why the governor sent Secretary Chandler and I around the state to ask folks their suggestions on lowering the overall tax burden. He understands that the burden is too heavy on Wisconsinites right now. They feel they're paying more than their fair share. And what we'd like to do is lower the overall tax burden every year we're in office. What we don't know, though, is what that actually looks like in your office budget, in your family budget. And so we're asking people.
Kleefisch told MacIver that she and Secretary Chandler have received numerous good ideas over the last 6 months on how the state can lower its overall tax burden.
This one is one among many we have had across the state, and one of the, I think, delights in being able to do this all across Wisconsin is hear some of the common themes and threads that have developed, and also hear some of the diversity of opinion. It's interesting to hear how beyond demographics, beyond geography, Wisconsinites are really united on some sentiments, and yet there are some individual ideas that come out of just about every single one of these tax reform roundtables. It's a cool phenomenon.
The Lieutenant Governor says the ideas and suggestions discussed at the more than 20 roundtables across Wisconsin will have an impact on the upcoming state budget.
Everything we heard today is important in crafting our 15 to 17 budget, because we want to make tax reform an integral part of that budget. If you looked at the PowerPoint presentation available on taxreform.wi.gov, you know that we're number 10 in the country for our overall tax burden. Nobody wants to be on the top 10 of a bad list. And so the suggestions we heard today, the sentiments that were shared today, are certainly reflective of the larger theme that we need to drive down the tax burden in our state. And one of the ways that we should do it is through income tax and property tax relief. And a lot of folks had good suggestions on how we drive those down and adjust the dials, so to speak.
Even though the roundtables are coming to a close, Kleefisch reminded Wisconsinites that they can continue to share their ideas about tax reform by visiting www.taxreform.wi.gov. For the MacIver Institute, I'm Jen Healy.